Hi there, welcome to episode 3 of Life is Strange True Colours. Thanks very much for joining me. I hope you are well today. I have some notes from episode 2, which was quite an interesting episode in that we found out a heck of a lot by exploring. Firstly, we need to think about the fallout from Alex's rage and her attack on Mac, which has certainly now started. Riley has dumped Mac after their 4 years of sort of going out together, although it sounded like Riley was... I think she knew there was a crunch coming with her doing this college application. She hadn't told Mac about it, and I don't think it's because she wanted it to be a surprise. I think it's because she was quite concerned about what Mac's reaction would be when he found out. And that it might have naturally meant parting of the ways anyway, and she was just putting off the awful moment until it actually had to happen. And in any case, she hasn't sat the interview yet for college, so it may never have happened. It probably would have, I suspect, and I think you think this too. In all likelihood, there was a crunch coming for Mac and Riley, and now it's happened quickly. Alex refused to lie about the events that transpired upstairs above the Black Lantern bar. She's been honest all the way through. That's the approach I've taken with her. Whether that's the best approach in terms of her relationships with other characters, I don't know. Matt wanted her to say that Gabe had started it. He certainly didn't want the world knowing that it was actually Alex who'd beaten him up, and Alex just basically said, I'm not going to do that. Weirdly, as a result of this, Mac still probably believes in his own head that there was something to his suspicions about Gabe and Riley, because it wasn't contradicted in the exposition that came out at that particular point. And he'll probably never know about the college application thing being what was actually going on. Subsequently, if Riley goes off to college, he'll probably never make the connection that it was actually Gabe who was helping her do this, and that was why they were meeting. Anyway, it's a bit silly of Mac to think that, isn't he? I mean, anyone who knows Gabe and who sees him with Charlotte would have no illusions that Gabe was solidly aligned with Charlotte as being the one for him. He wouldn't have two-timed with Riley. That doesn't seem to be, even from the little bit we've gained of Gabe's personality, the kind of thing he would do. Mac is in a world of his own. He sounds to be quite insecure in some ways, and that insecurity manifests itself in bad ways. So Mac now has a grudge not just against Gabe, but also against Alex, who is, according to him, a psycho. Nice. Also, we have another bit of the fallout from Alex's attack on Mac. Let's call it that. I mean, it was kind of a bit of a mixture, wasn't it? A self-defense attack, whatever. Some of the customers in the Black Lantern know what happened, what really happened. And they're also now wary of Alex, which she, I think, in part finds a little amusing, but also maybe a bit regretful, because that's not the kind of impression she was wanting to make with her arrival. She doesn't want to be seen as this person who can't be trusted and might be a bit of a troublemaker. We did find a lot of things out, as I said, by exploring up in Gabe's former room, now Alex's pad. It's my absolute favourite thing about games like this in general, but specifically about this one and episode 2, which was a gem for this, that you find these little clues. It encourages you to explore the environment so that you fill out your understanding of the characters' relationships and personalities and their past lives, and you can make deductions and connections and predictions about what's going on. Alex's exploration of Gabe's room was very illuminating, along with lots of sort of incidental things that just helped us to understand what Gabe's life was like in Haven Springs. We also found out a few important things about events of the past. We know, for instance, that Gabe himself was in trouble with the authorities at some point when he was younger. It seems to have worked out okay. Maybe that is the reason and the point in time at which he lost track of Alex's whereabouts. It would make sense. It does sound like, from what we read, she was moved around quite a lot, and they tried various things with her. It also sounds like he was eventually successful in finding out where she was, and I get the feeling it was he who instituted contact with the home where she was living and who made the arrangement for her to go and live with him, and for him to arrange with Jed that she'd get some shifts working in the bar so that she's kind of had somewhere to go to. I get the feeling that was all down to Gabe, and that Alex hadn't actually on her part succeeded in trying, if she was, in finding out where Gabe was. So the backstory, which we also discovered by looking round the apartment, to Gabe and Alex's earlier family life appears to be that the mother got ill and presumably died, and the father, who'd never been very reliable, maybe abandoned them or disowned them. Presumably Gabe went off the rails a little bit at that point, and that's how he got into the trouble that he got into. And presumably also at that point Alex was taken into care, so that was the start of her 8 years at the Helping Hands home. It's interesting that Gabe has on display in his former room the photograph of the entire family: Mum, Dad, Gabe, Alex. Alex, in her possession, only has a photograph that's been torn in half that shows herself and Gabe. And it makes me think, I wondered why this is. Who was it that tore that photograph in half, and why? If it was Alex who did it, I could understand why she would tear the photograph in half so that she wasn't reminded of her father, who, had ostensibly let them down big time and resulted in Alex being taken into the home. That's good enough reason for her to tear the photograph in half. But then I thought, why would she not want to be reminded of her mother, who, it seems, and we don't know the details, but we can assume, just got ill and died. And, since it wasn't Mum's fault that any of this happened. Maybe Gabe has an intact version of the photograph because he, being older, is older enough to remember when their family life actually was quite good before all the problems started. And so he has those sort of memories that he doesn't mind thinking back to. Perhaps he finds that comforting in some way. Or maybe he has put the photograph out now in time for Alex arriving because he wants her to see it. Perhaps he doesn't actually know that she's in possession of the same photograph, but only half of it. And he wants her to, be able to see the entire family. Maybe he thought that would be something cathartic for her to see. The other thing that I thought about, what I'm like with this, I just go into these things. If it wasn't Alex who ripped that photograph in half, then who was it? Was it someone at the home? Why would they do that? Perhaps they felt, she needed a break from memories of the past. Perhaps they felt in some way her experience that she'd had in the family breaking up and her being put into the home and maybe blaming her father for it was a negative thing, and she didn't need reminding of these sort of traumatic events that had happened with Mum and Dad just before she was taken into the home. The other things we found out simply by looking around the apartment, and I did spend some time doing that specifically because I knew there'd be lots and lots of environmental clues to be found. Lots of information about Gabe and his current life in Haven Springs. He seems to be throwing himself into the Charlotte-Ethan relationship and, his responsibility and forthcoming enhanced role now that he's living with her as dad to Ethan. I find it really, really cute that he and Charlotte are reading a book together about parenting. I get the feeling Charlotte's probably pretty good at parenting anyway, but it's new for Gabe, and rather than him just sort of being given the book and by Charlotte and saying, go on, read it, and you'll at least know something about what we're trying to do here, they're reading it together, a chapter at a time, and they're discussing it over wine. Which is, a nice, chilled, relaxed way of just sort of looking at the information that's in it, and Charlotte sort of saying, well, you can take that bit with a pinch of salt because I've been there and that doesn't work. And Gabe having his own ideas about, questions about, would I be best doing this? Or, should I do that? Or what did you do when you found yourself in this sort of situation? It really is quite, it's illuminating of Gabe's adult personality, maybe a personality that Alex didn't know was going to happen. She's very pleased that Gabe has found Charlotte. The idea that her brother now has this sort of really laid back place in society in this gorgeous, gorgeous Haven Springs, where he's sort of found himself and he's got good friends and he's got a boss who sort of values him but jokes about him as well. She's sort of reassured too, I think, that although he has grown up and, wow, my big brother, he's with this woman now who's got a son, he's sort of all familyed up. Who'd have thought that? She's also reassured that in some ways the Gabe that she's met today is the Gabe she remembers of old. There's plenty of the Gabe that she looked up to and trusted and liked spending time with in the present Gabe. So, all that came from exploring Gabe's room. If we hadn't done that, then this would all be a sort of black hole with lots of question marks and no answers. So, massive, massive tick from me personally that, the game has turned out to be what I hoped it would be. This thing where you get encouraged to explore and rewarded for exploring, and you get this chance to start making deductions and, having your theories, because I love having theories. As for what happens next with Alex, well, I'm not exactly sure. I was trying to think about this, that she's made any friends yet. Charlotte, yes, seems friendly. She's appreciative that Alex did the right thing in telling on Ethan, even though she'd only just met him, so that she could stop him doing something stupid by going off in the night and exploring the caves and mines and everything and getting himself hurt or, lost or at least or whatever. Steph seems okay. She's friendly enough. I'll come back to Steph in a minute. Ducky, I would say, is okay. He's a lot older, obviously, but he is very pally with Gabe. So by sort of connection, Gabe's sister's going to be pretty well all right with Ducky, I think. He's older. He's seen a bit of the world. He'll take it with a pinch of salt, I think, that Alex had this bust up with Mac. He'll know that it's not the end of the world. This stuff happens. Life goes on. I think he's pretty sort of, I wouldn't say neutral towards Alex at the moment. It's just that he doesn't have a great connection with her at all. His main connection is with Gabe. It's just an osmosis thing that he knows about Alex, because clearly Gabe will have told Ducky before they both got drunk how proud he was that his sister was coming to live with him, how pleased he was that she was going to be around. Jed is great. He's very honest. He reacted well to Alex's honesty in return, if you want, by saying, no, I haven't actually got any waiting experience at all. My brother's just told you a bit of a little white lie there to sort of build me up a bit. Jed didn't take offence at that. He thought that was typical of Gabe, but he probably thought it was quite a nice thing for him to do, to try and support his sister and make her seem more employable to Jed. It didn't really matter to Jed. He said he's quite happy to take her on. She's going to need a lot of training. He's been quite open with her about that. It's not a done deal yet. she did forget Ducky's order, or rather I forgot Ducky's order, because stupidly, when I was presented with this detail that Ducky was saying, I'll have this, and his companion said, and I'll have that, it never occurred to me that I would need to be able to regurgitate this information a few seconds later when I went to the bar to tell Jed what the order was. Okay, lesson learned. Deputy Pike, we met as well. He seems a bit of a joker. It's a bit off that his very first contact with Alex, who's a lot younger than Gabe, who's his sparring partner and, joking, pranking partner. They're always playing tricks on each other. It's a bit off that his very first contact with Alex was to semi-scare her to death by telling her that he needed to talk to her officially about this business of her fighting with Mac. And then he sort of cracks up and sort of says, nah, just a joke. I mean, it might be okay, him and Gabe playing practical tricks on each other. That's okay. They know each other, but not on Alex. And not certainly the first time he has any contact with her. I don't think he's ingratiated himself with Alex there. I think she probably thinks the deputy is one to steer clear of and okay, yeah, that was not the best way of introducing yourself. Wasn't funny. Wasn't funny. I have this problem sometimes with telling whether people are being sincere. I've had it my entire life. And I watched that thing and I couldn't tell. I literally could not tell whether he was joking or not. 50% of me thought he was being serious. 50% of me thought, based on things I've seen before, that it was a joke. It's not natural to me to spot these things at all. It really isn't. So I struggled with that. Thankfully, I got it right, but I still found it a bit of a jarring thing that someone would do that. It just didn't seem funny to me. I don't think it seemed funny to Alex either. So back to Steph. Yeah, I want to come back to Steph. Has she just found her best friend in Steph? Maybe. There's a question mark in my mind over whether Steph and Ryan are an item. She was drinking with Ryan before Ryan had to go off to find first aid to administer to Gabe's face. I mean, I imagine Matt can sort his own first aid out, and I can't think there's anyone rushing to help with that. But when they met in the record store, and I wasn't sure about the age difference between them, it did make me think that maybe Alex and Ryan could hit it off at some point, but not if he's with Steph. I mean, in terms of being friendly with Steph, Alex has said yes to trying out the LARPing. She didn't have to say yes, but I think that's probably made Steph like her a little more. The bottom line is, I've probably been talking long enough. The bottom line is Alex came to Haven Springs hoping for a fresh start. She wants to appear the same as everyone else. She wants to appear normal. She said this. But I think, if this is where she's going to make her fresh start, and we know her life in the children's home, her time in the children's home was punctuated by violent outbursts that she couldn't control. And she's already had one here, and we've already had evidence from a foster parent apologising, saying, I'm really sorry, I just couldn't cope with you. All of that added up together, this new start has had a rocky beginning. It's not gone like she should have hoped it would be. And now Gabe wants to talk to her. He wants to see her. And we can sort of guess what that's going to be about. He wants to get to the bottom of why she did what she did. How's she going to explain herself? She has two options. Is she going to say, look, I just got really angry because, he was attacking you and I was coming to your rescue and I saved you from getting a beating, and I know I got a bit carried away, but hey, you should be grateful really, because otherwise you could have been in a much worse state, and heck, you're my brother and I'm your sister and I hadn't seen you for a long time, and I was blowed if this was going to be the way it started, someone attacking you with me standing by and watching. Or is she going to trust Gabe enough, even at this very early stage of their later acquaintance, to tell him the truth? And she does like telling the truth. But this might be one truth too far. This might be something that she's only ever shared with her journal, and not even with Dr. Lynn back at the children's home. And how's it going to sound if she says to him, well, you know, Gabe, the thing is I've got this power. You know, when people have strong emotions, well, I see them. I actually see them as an aura, a coloured aura around them, and I can kind of hear their thoughts or infer what it is they're thinking so that I understand the emotion, not just sort of see it. I can see the depth of it, what's triggered it, the feeling that's behind the emotion. And basically, I can't control this, Gabe, so when it gets really, really intense, it kind of takes me over physically, and I forget who I am and where I am, and I just react uncontrollably, and quite often physically. Is she going to do that? Is she going to really be that honest? Would he even believe it if she told him that? Or would he think she'd taken leave of her senses? On the face of it, an explanation like that sounds really out there. It might be that Gabe would think, why are you making this stuff up? Why don't you tell me the truth? You know, that you just got really angry and you've got this sort of thing in your personality where you lose control sometimes, and these outbursts are just part of you, your actual personality, not because you've got this you know, weird sixth sense that none of us, the rest of us, have, and you can't handle it. So where do they go from here? Well, you know what I'm going to say. There's only one way to find out. Let's press on. Life is Strange True Colours, Episode 3. Okay, here we go. I presume we're upstairs, which is where Gabe said he wanted to meet Alex. Isn't it picturesque? Hi, Alex. Ooh, she's not very sure, is she? She's not sure what to expect. Is he going to be questioning? Is he going to be disappointed? Is it going to be a telling off? Is it going to be a... Ooh, what's it to be? That is just beautiful, isn't it? What a scene for the two of them too. Ooh, now then. This is Alex asking questions. Let's ask about his health. After you've thwacked him.
How's your jaw?
He's thinking.
Is the pain bad?
Oh.
Look, Gabe, I'm really sorry.
He's not leaving. Okay, that's a peace offering, isn't it? Oh, we have a cooler full of beer. He's got a cooler full of beer. Right.
What?
Call that an icebreaker. I'm going to ask if he rehearsed that. It sounds like he's got this. He's thought ahead about how he's going to tackle this.
Did you rehearse that move?
No.
Yes, you did.
Only in my mind.
Yes, you did.
So, need a manager for your underground cage fighting career?
Ha ha. That's funny.
I'm really sorry.
How many bones have you broken? Like, on other people?
Dude, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't apologize. I'm fine. Now that we're talking about it.
Yes, let's do this, Gabe. Come on, we've got to get to the bottom of it.
Guess I never realized.
That she's... So I don't want to be flippant here. Let's go with the probably more insightful response.
That I'm a crazy person?
No, come on.
Come on, what do you think?
I never realized what your life must have been like. On your own.
He's putting it down to the time she spent in the children's home.
It was fine.
But that's not the reason, is it?
You know, when I pulled you off the Mac and you hit me, I was angry.
Yeah.
Then I thought about how you took him apart.
Do you know you're drinking, so I am too.
Like you've done it before.
You're right there, Gabe. Very intuitive. She has. Don't make this about Gabe. Let's talk about you. He's trying to get to the bottom of you, Alex.
Kids in foster care fight a lot. I learned how to defend myself.
I hope he's not giving her a way out of this.
I'd say.
Are we going to get to the bottom of this or not? Come on, Gabe.
I can tell there's something going on with you.
Yes.
Something troubling you.
Yes.
Maybe it's time you open up.
Yes, give me the chance, Gabe. Come on. I want to tell him.
I want to talk to Gabe, but what can I even say right now to explain what happened with Mac?
You already know the answer to that, Alex. Tell him the truth. So you can tell him about your past, which would be true, but not actually answering his core question about why this happened, or we can tell him about your power. You know which one I'm going to go with, don't you? Right, this is it. How's he going to take it?
There's something off about me. I know what other people are feeling. I can see these auras around them. And if they feel strongly enough, if they're angry or sad or afraid, I feel it too. And then I lose control.
And this has happened.
For a long time. Like Mac. I felt all that anger like it was my own.
I think it was pretty clear that Mac was angry.
It's more than that. He wasn't just angry at you, he's angry at himself. He thinks he's gonna lose Riley.
Which could happen, let's be honest. Unless someone sets him straight.
Did Riley tell you that?
No, she just felt it.
No, no one told me that. I just feel it.
Come on, Gabe. This is more than somebody being normally intuitive.
Sure, it's not just, you know.
It's not just in my head, Gabe. I promise. It's not from meds.
She doesn't
Or
take.
stress, or trauma, or whatever. It's real.
Come on, this is a big moment.
Can you tell what I'm feeling right now?
I'm not going to be flippant. Let's be
It doesn't work like that.
let's be open and honest
It's
about
only
this.
when you feel really strong emotions.
Yes.
Oh,
I don't expect you to believe me. No one does.
She's tried explaining it before. She maybe told Dr. Lin this.
so you can actually feel what other people are feeling?
Yes?
You're like going inside their heart.
I guess I am.
Dude, you have superpowers.
Come on, think. Yeah, it's more like a super curse. She's absolutely right. I'm not surprised that he's taken that as seeing the positive side of it. But hasn't he just experienced the negative side of it?
Getting beat up and having no friends. That's a super curse, dude.
Sure is. Different is dead.
Okay, maybe superpowers is a bit strong. It's just, I have no idea what's going on with people half the time. Charlotte's teaching me how to improve my emotional intelligence, but this is on another level. You can get in there. That's That's really special.
Yeah, you'd make a great psychologist. Does she feel special or does she feel broken? Look at that face. I'm going to say she feels broken.
I'm not special, Gabe. I beat the shit out of people. I'm broken.
I'm not saying it's all sunshine and tulips. But you're strong. You could turn this whole thing into something incredible.
Oh, hang on. Use your forces for good.
But it doesn't matter what's going on.
She's thinking he doesn't really
I'm here for
understand
you.
it.
Don't forget that.
Yes, Gabe, yes. Good response. Okay. So he has believed her, which is probably the first time. It does sound like she's said it before. She's tried explaining it before. She probably trusted Dr. Lynn enough to try and explain it to her. But Dr. Lynn just thought, pfft,
When were you going to tell me about the guitar?
it sounds so out there, doesn't it?
Shit, you found it. It was supposed to be a huge surprise.
Surprise?
Well, what do you think?
She loves it.
I love it. Thank you so much.
Of course. Welcome home.
Okay, now that went pretty darn well.
Oh, hey, dude, what's up?
Hey, is Ethan up here?
Uh-oh.
No, he was heading home.
He was, but haven't seen him in a while.
What? Oh, don't tell
I
me.
don't think...
He's gone off to the mines again.
Maybe. Fuck, maybe he did.
What is it?
I think he went up to the mountains.
If he actually did, we need to move. Now.
Let's go.
Take it it's going to go dark. Which is why these lights are on. We're in evening. Well, that went well. I think Alex will be relieved that she's explained it straight away to her brother. But we haven't had a lot of time to contemplate the implication of that, because it's time to go looking for the wayward Ethan. Thank goodness Ryan's got his park ranger vehicle. Oh. Is this the current Typhon mine or the old Typhon mine? Is there such a thing? This one looks like it's all locked up. Is that just because it's
Ethan?
night time?
Ethan!
Really? A storm lamp? Wouldn't you have torches?
Come on, pick up, pick up.
A satellite phone? Do we need... I suppose you do if you've got mountains all around you. I know nothing about this sort of technology.
Alex.
Zilch. I'm okay with mobile phones, but anything beyond that. Most everyday people don't come across stuff like that, do they? Well, we've been in here before. We obviously know our way around. Apart from Alex, of course.
Wow. Been a while since I was up here.
Okay. Yeah, why don't you come up here? And is it because Typhon Mine arrests people on sight for trespassing?
You don't do your ranger stuff around here?
Private land. Outside of my jurisdiction. Dad brought me up here a bunch when I was little, though. I was his miner in training.
Miner.
That was back before mining meant blowing the tops off mountains. Any luck?
And touch base with the safety team up at the site. They're gonna postpone tonight's blast until we find them.
Good.
At least we're not racing the clock. Hey. You good?
Charlotte's gotta be losing it right now.
Hey, she's tough. Always has been. Come on, let's take a look around.
Oh, wow. Well, this has taken a turn, hasn't it? You see that, Ethan?
This kid. Can you imagine the shit we would have caught from Dad if we'd done anything like this?
Hey, we're gonna find him.
Yes, but will he be alive?
Yeah, you're right.
Or crushed under a big rock?
Hey, thanks again for your help. Could have been a lot worse if you hadn't kept me in the loop.
Of course.
Good decision, Alex. Good decision.
I'm gonna go take a look around. Let me know if you spot any sign of Ethan.
Sure.
Isn't it weird, though, that her warning him about Ethan's plan...
How was Ethan planning to get into the mine?
Yeah, we don't know. Her warning about it to... Really? You're phoning me now? To Gabe and therefore to Charlotte wasn't sufficient to stop him from doing it again or doing it anyway.
Nope. Super nope.
Super no. I like that. I might have to use that. I'm just going to have a quick look on my phone. We've got a few messages we haven't seen.
Landed a job on my first day.
Yes.
Maybe this fresh start is still salvageable.
Yes. Jed is excited that we've got a new addition to Black Lantern staff. Happy to have you, Alex. Gabe Chen, way to go, sis. Jason Pike, she's a good sport. Glad you're finally here, Alex. My block.
Tells me those two weren't the best match.
Oh, one of your neighbours has changed their relationship status. Riley Leith is now single. Charlotte says, proud of you, sweetie. She didn't rate Mac much, did she? And Brandon Whitaker's reaction, presumably to Charlotte's tweet, is, ouch, Mac. And Steph basically says, Mazel Tov. All right, Typhon. 2-hour warning. Yeah, well, that's not happening now because Gabe's been on the phone.
Haven has an indie movie theater.
It does.
Impressive.
Groves Theatre. Which was the best Living Dead movie? Night, Day, Land, Diary? Come to our, I'll read in a minute, Marathon of the Dead to watch them all and decide for yourself. Tickets are $15 online and $22 at the door. Casgrove, stupid debate. Dawn of the Dead was obviously the best. Adele Paul, have you even seen Survival of the Dead? Casgroves, no, and neither has anyone else. Aaron James, I don't think Land of the Dead gets enough credit. Steph said, let's face it, none of the sequels lived up to Night of the Living Dead. Hector Gonzalez, literally, how dare you? Groves Theatre, dear God, what have we done? What you've done is to get some good publicity for your forthcoming movie fest, or...
That's Charlotte's dispensary.
It is Charlotte's
She
dispensary.
seems cool.
First person to finish the lyric gets 10% off their next Silver Dragon purchase. Now I've got a love so deep in the pit of my heart. Silver Dragon, if you're not 21 yet, this post isn't for you. Aaron James, if I know. Gabe Shen, and each day it grows more and more. Silver Dragon, babe, we've talked about this. Boyfriends are not allowed to participate in giveaways. Gabe Shen, you know I can't resist the temptations. Silver Dragon, okay, new lyric to finish. Don't hesitate, 'cause the world seems cold. Sonny Anderton, stay young at heart, 'cause you're never, never old. Earth, Wind and Fire. Silver Dragon, you got it. Show me this post next time you swing by. Hector
Ryan
Gonzalez.
seems like a sweet guy.
Yes. I hope we may encounter your dog in the mine, Hector. We don't know. Perhaps it's with Ethan. My golden retriever's run away. She's very sweet, but a bit sort of different colour now because she's been in the mine. Please, please, let me know if you see her. Cass Groves. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'll keep an eye out. Riley Leith. Hope she gets home safe. Ryan Lucan. Let me know beforehand if you want to look for her in the woods, okay? I can help. Hector Gonzalez. Okay, I will. That's it. We're up to date with our social messaging. Okay, one thing I've discovered is that Alex can only proceed at 1 speed when she's exploring. So we're not going to be rushing anywhere.
We're gonna set off charges tonight.
Yes.
Thank God Gabe got a hold of them.
Didn't we see this poster in town? I think we went past it on a window, didn't we? I remember obliquely seeing it out of the corner of my eye. Open gate. I'm not sure I want to open gate yet. I think I'll have a quick look around at... What the heck? Back to you in a second.
Hey, bro. Wanna get wasted at the old mine?
Alright, let's look at the zombie.
How is the rubber zombie the least creepy thing out here?
Question, why is there a rubber zombie? Is the question you should be asking yourself. Why?
The real monster here is underage drinking.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? So this is clearly where some of the kids hang out.
You don't realize until you're up close. But mining equipment is super murdery.
Yes, it is. Yeah, I mean, they've been having a beer fest here, haven't they? Of some sort. Underage drinking. Deputy Pike will be up here. He'll be carting you all off back.
Maybe Julie McNamara doesn't need your approval.
Say what? Oh, yes. Julie McNamara is a skank. It's not nice.
Maybe Julie
yes, I know
McNamara
about
doesn't
Julie
need your
McNamara.
approval.
The option to open the gate isn't actually appearing. I'm not sure why. All I've got so far is an option to look at it. Maybe I've not explored far enough. Let's continue. This is a total aside. Just before I started filming this bit, after I'd done my intro, I went downstairs because my wife had been
out where Ethan went.
baking, and I had some flapjack, and now all I can think about is flapjack.
My joyride in this will have to wait until after we found Ethan.
It shall wait. I don't think we can open that gate. I think we've got to go over to where the boys are. They look like they're waiting to go in somewhere. Perhaps to the old mine entrance. Whoa, hang on.
It's pretty beaten up. Wonder what happened to it.
I would imagine they do bang their heads on the roof occasionally. And I think the thing with safety helmets, like bike helmets, is once you've had an accident with one, you're meant to discard it and not use it again, because it could have compromised its...
Probably not as fun to ride in as they look.
No, indeed. Structural integrity. And with that cheery thought... Oh, hang on. Restricted area. Authorised personnel only. Ooh, I don't think we're authorised. Would they not have got hold of... What's he thinking?
Come on, Ryan. Everyone is depending on you.
Yes, Ryan.
Won't let his fear get in the way. I'm glad he's here.
He's the one who probably knows most what he's doing. I mean, Gabe is willing and all that, but I suspect it... Oh, hang on, we can also look at Gabe. What are you thinking?
Alex warned me. I could have stopped this. I'm such a fucking fuck-up.
Gabe cares
Hey,
about Ethan so much. We have to find him.
you're human, Gabe. Don't beat yourself up. Humans make mistakes. All we've got to do now is put it right. It's time to investigate.
I wonder what happened here.
Massive cave-in. Bunch of trapped miners. All nearly died. Jed led the whole team back to the surface.
Of course he did.
God.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love
the
it
day
when
Foreman
things stick
Jed
together
became
like this.
Local hero Jed. And then Typhon closed up this site. Basically bought Jed the Black Lantern.
Huh.
Typhon bought Jed the Black Lantern. Oh, you clever girl.
Same logo. Did Ethan base his comic on this place?
Do you know what I think he did?
Okay. If the wall is an illusion...
Alright, I think I can see where you're going here, Alex.
Nothing obvious.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, there is. Talk to Alex.
Maybe we should...
Notice anything?
No shit.
Yes.
I'll be damned.
Yes,
The
Pooh.
whole story is about Ethan's character breaking into a monster stronghold deep underground.
Sounds like the mine to me. Does it show where he went?
Not sure. The comic ends with the monster hunter climbing a watchtower, which shows him where to go.
Could be up there, couldn't
There. The silo. I bet that's the tower. That's where he went.
it?
You're a genius.
She is
Yeah.
pretty clever.
Find Alex. Gabe, you want to take a crack at unlocking that gate?
I'm on it.
We should also be able to get to it through the processing building. If we can find a way in.
Let's take a look then.
Let's take a look. Question, has no one else who's been a
Ethan based his
recipient...
comic on this place. Maybe I should compare his drawings with other stuff in the area.
Yes, I think we'd worked out we were going to do that. That's a good idea. Yeah, question, has no one else who's been a recipient of Ethan's comic put two and two together and actually realised that it was a real place? Some of them must have been up here and known that entrance with the crest over the top and the date on it. Maybe not. Maybe he's only recently had it printed and, you know, Come on, Ryan. Are you thinking something new? Ryan.
Come on, Ryan. Everyone is depending on you.
Just like they were 2 minutes ago. It hasn't stopped. It's awful, isn't it? Speak.
Let me know if you find anything, yeah?
Yeah. Ryan.
Let me know if you find anything, yeah?
Okay. Ryan. You're behaving a little robotically. You're repeating yourself. Are we... now maybe I can open the gate. Now we've done that bit of... Yes. Of course. Good.
Wait, so... Did Ethan? Oh, man.
Ethan opened the gate. Ethan opened the gate. Tell him. Tell him what you suspect. He didn't need to open the gate.
Side door back there?
I don't know. You can guess there might be.
Give me a hand.
Well, there's only one way we're going to find out. We're going to have to go in there, aren't we? So the gap was big enough for Ethan, but not for an adult, which is why you've had to open it further. I find it weird to think...
You figured that out from a comic book.
Yes, she did. Ethan could have opened that gate himself by that amount. It took 2 of them to open it there. It must have already been open, a fraction. Did you get your checks? No, I didn't. What does this mean?
I'm gonna try to get the lights on. You try to figure out where Ethan went.
Oh, great. So you want me to explore this in the dark? While you go to look for the lights? Tell you what, I'll go and look for the lights. You go looking for Ethan.
Ethan must have come through here. How did he get out?
I know not. Let's look at the graffiti.
Have I got some good news for you?
Yeah, it sounds like you can just go to that place where Charlotte works and walk out with it. Phone? That's not going to work, is it?
I'm 100% sure that if I picked up the receiver, there'd be like a demon voice on the other end.
Shall we find out?
Anne, you okay?
I'm sorry to call you at work. I just came home from the doctor. I couldn't wait for you to come home.
Oh, no.
Baby doll?
I'm pregnant, Jed.
Oh, what a memory for a phone to have hidden within it. For someone with Alex's powers to come along and unlock. Wow. Wow. See what I mean about exploring everything in the environment?
I mean, it seems like a slim chance, but...
What?
Alright, okay.
But there's a couple disconnected wires in the box. A red one and a blue one.
Yeah? Oh! I don't know which one to do. Don't put this on me. I don't know which one it is.
I am not making that choice for you. Have you seen any action movie?
Okay, that's quite...
It's up to me then. Blue it is.
I bet it's right.
Yeah, that did exactly...
So try the red one then.
See? Glad I abstained.
I don't understand why he would put that choice on her, as if she had some insight into that. There is a control panel.
Kinda want to push all the buttons. Also, kinda scared to push any of the buttons.
It does say electric shock
Walking around in here, okay?
risk.
Noted.
Yes. We're not going to push any of those buttons. We are going to explore further because environmental clues and all that. Dead crow.
Ugh. Let's hope omens aren't really a thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I just saw a rat. I hope it was a rat.
Someone's been in here too.
Me too.
Someone's living in here. Someone's been living rough in here and drinking a lot of beer.
Ugh. Worse than sleeping on the ground.
Yeah, it does look a bit foul.
Nope. Thanar doesn't battle any bed bugs.
Yeah, that's not going to be anything to do with Ethan. Yeah, I'm coming. Just hang on over there. Got to examine these coveralls.
So much stuff just left behind.
I guess when they had the cave in, it was just felt you know, let's just mothball the place and leave it. Oh, right. Hang on. We have a door control. I will look at the back door.
I wonder how you open this thing. Is there a button around somewhere?
Yeah, it's over there on the left. We just went past it. Door control. Circuit box. Look at the door control. Free hooks.
It was worth a shot, I guess.
Ethan must have passed through some other way. Let me see what I can figure out.
You know, it could be. It's interesting that, isn't it, that her powers also extend to looking at inanimate objects and recalling or recovering from them information they have about events in the past that involved them. This is a new aspect to her ability that we have uncovered. I am intrigued. How about you? Let's have a look at some debris, because debris is always fun to sift through. Let's hope it's just nothing much.
Hi, scary old building. Please don't collapse while we're inside you.
That's a thought.
Thanks.
The roof's come in. Yeah, it's not, doesn't fill you with confidence, does it? Would they not have contacted the mine authorities and got some of them to accompany them on this
Wasn't
search?
in the comic.
Say that again.
Wasn't in the comic.
Okay, thank you. Sorry, I was busy. I was speculating. Oh ho.
Maybe it's full of Twinkies. Those never go bad, right?
Apparently, yeah. I had heard that. Alright, let's go. Let's shift this stuff off the stairs.
Oh yeah. These look safe.
Yeah, well, we're going to compare it anyway. Nothing is clicking here.
Ethan must have gone upstairs.
Yes.
Pretty sure Ethan climbed these stairs.
Okay, but then how did he get out of here?
I don't know, but let's move this metal sheet out of the way and at least go after him. And somebody shout with a big loud voice, Ethan! If he's anywhere up there, he's going to hear you. In fact, hearing people moving around downstairs is probably frightening the kid to death. You'll discover his prone white, stiff body like a ghost. And he'll have scrawled in the dirt, I wasn't going to let the zombies get me.
I'll stay out. But not because you told me to. Wasn't in the comic.
Wasn't in the comic. Thanks. How about the sign? Was the sign in the comic? I have little memory of what was in the comic. I'm relying on you, Alex.
We passed caution like an hour ago.
Yeah, we're well past caution. We're now into territory, aren't we? I bet that made my microphone peak. Oh.
Not in the comic.
Good, because I really don't want the idea of crossing that void. Now that window looks a little familiar. Or am I making this up?
Okay, where does Thanor go next in the comic? The silo. We're getting close.
Yes, we've got to climb up that conveyor. Surely not. Steady, Alex, steady. Can't go that way. I wish Alex could move faster. That's useful to know. I can just click R1 and call out the warning poster. We haven't looked at that.
So this place was a death trap when it was operational too. Cool. Cool.
Yeah, you're not supposed to travel on the conveyor belts, are you? Get the feeling that was a sort of shortcut that some of the employees took. I'm not learning anything else up here now. I think we've got to go down. Ooh, let's reunite and see if we can... Hello? Ryan? Ryan? Suddenly, Alex realised she was alone. Ryan! Where's he gone? We're going to have to go back downstairs again, Alex, and try and find him. Where are the downstairs stairs? Does anyone remember where the downstairs stairs were? They weren't around here, were they? I do wish she could move more quickly. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. No. Hard hat area. Oh, there's...
I was looking for higher ground. Guess I'm heading upstairs.
Wasn't in the comic.
I went upstairs, Alex. Alex, I went upstairs. I'm going to have to shuffle. Sorry. I'm just looking at the time. Because I have to keep an eye on the time, you know this. I'm succeeding, in the main, in keeping about an hour's worth of actual physical gameplay in each episode. Oh, hang on. No, we've done that. I guess I'm heading upstairs. I guess I'm heading upstairs. I guess I'm heading upstairs.
Not in the comic.
Yes, I knew that. Alex, we've been upstairs. We've looked at the window. Did we have to do some comparing of the comic? I don't see it. No, I'm not seeing it. The conveyor belt. Can we look at the conveyor belt?
Reminds me of the snake thing in Ethan's comic.
Good. Has that unlocked anything? Yes. Thank heavens above. I was going to have to send back my junior detective badge. Alright. Yeah, we know this. Yes. Okay. We've made that connection, Alex. Now what?
Ethan made the jump from here to the conveyor belt? Oof. Think I'll find another way through.
I'm guessing we're going downstairs then.
Looks like Ethan climbed the conveyor belt out to the silo.
Yikes!
Oh. Chain hoist.
Worth a shot.
It is. Let's operate the chain hoist.
Heads up!
Yeah, watch what you're doing there, Ryan. You might need that broken hard hat we found outside. Not that it will do much to protect your bonds.
You figured out the door!
Yeah. Turns out you gotta open it. Who knew?
Will wonders never cease?
Alex, a little more alacrity, if you please. There's a child missing who could be in imminent danger of... Insert name of imminent danger here. And all this looking around is not helping find him. Do you know, I've lost track of where we are. We're not on ground level, are we? We're still a level up. Yes, this is Dead Crow Corner, isn't it? We've been there. And that was I Don't Live Here corner. Ah, here we are. We've opened it. She doesn't do anything in a rush, this girl, does she? Hello, Ryan. Please don't tell me you're still feeling that everyone's depending on you.
I hope Alex is right about this comic thing. We're burning minutes here.
I hope so too.
Me as well. I like to think that.
Seems like he knows what he's doing. Glad he's here.
That's funny because he's wondering whether you know what you're doing. So.
What took you so long?
What?
You never forget how to break a lock. It's like riding a bike.
You could have called out to them, Gabe.
Where to next, Alex?
Yeah, get the comic, Alex. Alex, get the comic. That looks pretty much like it. Yeah, read it. Somebody by now would be calling out Ethan's name, wouldn't they? Would they not?
Thanor looks out from the watchtower and spots the secret entrance to the stronghold. If we can just...
I think they think he's already gone underground.
There. That's where he's heading.
That's by the ravine.
Shit! Let's go!
Let's go. Ethan, if you come out of this alive, and it's by no means certain that you will, you are grounded until your 21st birthday. on which date you'll be presented with a miner's lamp and a hat to prepare you for your future career. Oh.
We close?
Think so.
Ethan! Ethan! Ethan!
He's got to have got himself in a mess, hasn't he? Because otherwise he would have gone home by now, would he not? It sounds like he's been here some considerable time. He can't have planned to be coming back in total darkness late at night. He would have known that Charlotte would have given him grief. With a capital G. Oh. Oh.
Ethan! Alex! I'm scared!
He is. Come on, Alex.
Ethan, I'm coming for you, buddy.
Wait.
Ooh, steady, steady.
Hold on.
This is a job for a park ranger.
Ethan? You okay? Don't worry, we're gonna get you out of here.
Guys, I just want to point out to you, the fact that that tree trunk was strong enough for a child to cross does not mean it's strong enough for a human adult to cross.
His fear is so strong. If I get near it...
It's no good. We're too heavy.
Alex, you're not too heavy.
Shit.
Come on, Alex, step up. You got this.
What about me?
Alex. Are you sure?
No, you're right, let's just leave him there. Of course she's sure. Rope?
Remember how I taught you how to anchor a belay? Awesome. Show me.
Belay. I've always called them belay. I could be wrong.
You okay?
Yeah, come on. I don't think you can tell Ryan that you're not okay. You've only just told Gabe. And does it matter sounds a little bit like, what's my feelings got to do with it? So you're okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm alright.
Good.
You sure? It's okay if you're not.
Do you know,
No,
he
I'm good.
does know, doesn't he?
You know, I actually believe you when you say that.
Do you know there's this little thing about Ryan, isn't there, that he is
Make eye
very
contact.
intuitive. He's very
I'm gonna tie this
perceptive.
rope around your waist. The other end is tied around your brother. He'll use that stump as a fulcrum to feed rope your direction. Follow?
Got it.
So far.
Awesome. You're doing super good.
She hasn't done anything yet.
Slow is steady. Steady's fast.
Ooh, we said that before.
Piece of cake.
Piece of cake. Piece of cake. And it would be if I could stop shuffling on my chair. I have the most uncomfortable chair in the universe. Have I said this before? But Alex is setting off now, so I won't bore you with stories about my chair. Although it might distract from the danger that she faces. Whoa, Alex.
Hang on, Ethan. I'm coming.
Yeah, I'm going to walk you across this thing as slow as slow is.
Go back! You'll get hurt!
You're worth it, Ethan. Not without you.
I'm not going back without you. You're stuck with me till we're both safe.
Good. I hope you're not both going back across there together, because the combined weight of you
Close. Just a little further.
will be too much. So presumably one at a time.
Ethan, I'm here to help, okay?
Of course you are.
Get away!
Oh, look at this.
Shit.
You can do it,
Too
Alex.
much. I have to get him to chill out.
How? Talk to him about
Ethan,
something.
I need you to calm down. Can you breathe for me?
Breathe, Ethan.
Never have come out here. I was so stupid.
Don't worry, you won't be coming out here again.
Hey, focus. Talk to me. You want to tell me how you got out here?
I was trying to cross to the other side. The log fell.
Ah.
That's fine. That's okay. Let's talk about what comes next.
I've got a really good balance.
I'm not gonna let you fall, okay? Did you see me coming down this log? I'm super balanced.
No. I can hear it down there.
Stick your fingers in your ears.
Hear what? Doesn't matter. Just gotta get him out of here.
What did that mean?
We can't stay here, Ethan. We have to.
It'll see me. If I move, it'll see me.
What's gonna see you?
What's
You
the
don't
it?
understand.
Explain yourself.
He's right. I don't. I can't help him if I don't understand what he's afraid of.
Oh, I see, yes.
And the only way to understand is to feel what he's feeling.
No choice in the matter. Let's do it.
Fuck. I can't believe this is happening.
Come on. Here we go.
I can do this. I can do this.
You can do this. Come on. Come on.
Shit.
She's feeling his level of fear. Now, presumably, Ryan and Gabe are watching this.
Oh my god. What's happening?
Gabe knows.
I'm seeing the world through his eyes.
Ninth Warden wouldn't be afraid, but he's just a story. This is real.
Use that, Alex.
I'm not just feeling what Ethan feels. I'm seeing the world like he sees it.
So this is a new development, isn't it?
I brought all this stuff. None of it will save me.
Probably right about that, actually. We've looked at those. Is there anything else to look at? Yes, there is.
I thought I could hurt the monster, but it's hunting me.
It's all become a little too real.
He's not afraid of the fall. He's afraid of...
Dun dun.
Shit.
And now you're afraid of it too.
Can't let it see me.
It can't be real. Oh, but it looks pretty fucking real.
Wow.
Hey, I see it too, Ethan. The monster, I see it too. And I'm just as scared as you are.
Okay, she's got empathy for him.
But Ethan, we're safe. You know why? It can't see me. Bangle of vanishing, just like Ninth Warden.
I thought that was just a story.
Well, some stories are true, like monsters. So, you're gonna hold my hand, all right? As long as you're touching me, you're safe.
Come on, Ethan. Come on. Trust it. This is really, really well animated and drawn. It's beautiful.
Don't look down, okay? We'll be done before you know it.
I love this sort of blurred effect around the outside, you know, as if we're just focused. We're in a zone, aren't we?
They're headed back. Keep tight on the belay, Gabe.
And the way that their normal voices are sort of muted.
Oh god. Okay. One step at a time.
Okay. Right, we're going. Let's go. Let's go, Alex. Alex, let's go. Alex.
Alex?
Yeah, buddy?
I'm still really scared.
Yeah, she is too, but, you know. Do me too.
Yeah. Me too. But we can do this. One step at a time.
Yeah, and by the way, no one's going back for your backpack, okay?
Do you think the log will break?
Try not to think about that. It's stable.
Don't worry. I got all the way across before, remember?
Yes.
Still breathe.
He's clever.
Shit.
Yeah, come on, Alex. I mean, as I said, it held your weight, but Ethan's clever enough to realise there's two of you on it now. And I bet your combined weights are something approximating Ryan's or Ethan's. Or Gabe's, rather. So, who knows? I'd just like to say to those watching...
Ethan.
I'm telling her to progress as fast as possible.
They're good, man.
Yeah, we're great. We're fine. We're looking up. I'm not watching that monster. Come on, we're nearly there. She's got the rope. I would have thought it would have been equally good to have taken an extra rope and put it around
There you go. I got
Ethan.
you.
But no matter. Successful rescue. Okay, now calm down. And she's gone. And we're back to the world that everybody else lives in. So, I mean, is that the first instance she's had of her actually harnessing her powers there? And not being overwhelmed by them? And Gabe witnessed it. What? I thought they weren't doing the blast tonight. What? What? Or had they just postponed it? I thought they'd cancelled it.
Gabe?
Where the heck is... What the... What just happened? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Thought I could hunt the monster trophy earned. What a time to tell me I've got a trophy. Oh my god. I did not see that coming at all. He'd cancelled the explosion. He'd rung them. It was... okay. I'm not sure what I'm meant to do here. Have we just come to the end of a chapter? In which case, I think we have. Oh my... How can they kill Gabe? I thought he was fairly central to the entire story, and now he's dead? None of your... no. Okay, yeah. I think I'm starting to understand this now. Friend stats means player friend stats, not... God. Oh my god. So it's analysing the decisions we've made so far. Okay, I'm in my shocked state. I mean, genuinely, this is the reason I do not read information about the content of stories. I don't read reviews. If I think it's a game, there's an outside chance that I might eventually want to play. I do not find out anything about it. And that's the case with this game. I have no idea that was about to happen. I'm assuming Gabe's dead. I think when she looked over the edge of the ridge there, she must have seen stacks of rocks piled up with a Gabe underneath it. I don't know. Alright, so let's just look at the decision tree outcomes and probabilities here. Alex told Gabe about Ethan's plans, 50%. Alex told Riley the truth about the fight, 65%. Alex told Gabe about her power, 69%. Alex hugged Gabe on the bridge, 95%. Only 5% chance that she would have shaken his hands. 67% Alex encouraged Riley to be honest. 81% Alex put cool sunglasses on the gnome. Who wouldn't do that? 56%, this was a bit more split. She didn't stop at the listening station almost as often as she did. Alex told Ryan that Gabe was a badass, was 56%. 94% she danced and rocked out with him with a broom guitar. 93% she found evidence of Gabe's search for her. But then it's a bit split underneath. She wasn't sure about how she felt about Haven. She was either optimistic, pessimistic, or not sure in roughly equal measure. It wasn't that much difference here. A percentage or two moved either way, it would have made a difference. 50-50. Alex told Jed she'd never been a server. Yeah, I mean, it made Gabe look a bit of a fibber when she didn't go along with it, but Jed didn't look too shocked by that. He sort of put it down to the kind of thing Gabe would do to big up his sister before she arrived. And 96% she told him she liked the guitar. Oh. Interesting. In only 2% of playthroughs, I take this as meaning, was Jed not impressed with Alex's performance as a server. Most of the time he was impressed because people... I'm presuming this is looking at world stats in terms of people who've played the game. If I'm wrong about that, do somebody please correct me. But it sounds like most people who played it remembered what the order was. I didn't. I know, you know, I've mentioned this already, that it just didn't occur to me to do that. And again, I deviated a bit there. She didn't play the jukebox game with Steph. Now that's mainly because I think in the game I've got the music turned off, and I suspected it's another one of those occasions where you know, YouTube copyright notices would have popped up. So I don't think we missed out too much there. Again, a quarter of people decided not to play the jukebox game. Yeah, in 67% of outcomes, Riley broke up with Matt after the fight. They didn't stay together. And I didn't find his whiskey. I didn't find Dougie's whiskey. 11% of times it wasn't found. All right, look, that's where I'm going to stop, because that is not so much a cliffhanger. We've had the cliff and Gabe's gone off it. But I need to think about that. It's just floored me. I just didn't see it coming. I don't know what it means. I don't know whether Gabe's dead or whether they're going to dig him out successfully from under the rubble, whether he's going to be injured as a result, temporarily or permanently. Why did the blast occur when Gabe said he'd rung and made contact with Typhon Mining and they were postponing the blast? It was called off. That surely is the driving feature of what we've just had happen that's going to propel us into episode 4. I shall be thinking about that between now and then and in my notes. That's a great place to stop. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed episode 3 and that you will join me for episode 4. That will be coming up really soon. So bye.